Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel once again. This time we are going to discuss the remaining savories and you know what is their nutritional impact when we eat them, what are their ingredients, and if they are really not healthy, then what could be the healthier options. And at the end we would discuss like how not to binge eat. And so just to remember to watch the video till the end, because the major tips are going to come after giving all the trivia about these savories. And today I would like to take this opportunity to really request you to like, share and subscribe to my channel, because if you're watching this video, I'm sure that you have liked what we are discussing over here. And to give you more and more such kind of information, I would really love you to be with me in the part of this journey, because even I am growing, even I am learning, even I am evolving. As I have told my first ever video that this is my first ever YouTube channel, so I have no uh, basically no experience whatsoever of making videos, but I'm really trying to learn from here, and your motivation, your support would really help me to be better in this job and to give and share more and more the knowledge which I have to you all guys. So coming back to the savories which we are discussing, I think this is the great part, because I think most of the people would love to watch this and maybe watch this video for this good presentation only. So if you really like this presentation, don't forget to give a like to the video and subscribe to my channel. So let's discuss the remaining savories. I think get up over here. We have already discussed the chaklis in the previous video. If you have not seen that video, it's all already there in the playlist, so please check it, and you can go and you can know more about the chakli and its nutritive content, how healthy it is as such if you don't binge on it. So you would know all these information, you will get all these information over here. Now we would discuss today about the sweet portions and a little bit of savory portions, which we really traditionally make in the Diwali feast. So like the things like sev or the namak pare which we made, these are all very heavily fried. Similarly, even the shakar pare which we made are mostly heavily fried. They are deep fried. They are made usually with the refined flour and sugar. So that again goes true for the namak pare as well, that they are deeply fried. They are again made with the whole wheat, all purpose flour or maida again. So when we come to all these fried stuff like namak pare, shakar pare, sev, which are fried, again the tip lies in the portion control. Okay, so the portion you are having of these basically the snacks needs to be little less in your plate while you are arranging the plate for yourself. Of course, when you are having it at someone else home, you can always tell them that you can decrease the amount, particularly the amount. So we would come to discuss all these things at the end of the video, that how to basically control the portion size, particularly when you are having it at someone else's place, not at your own place. Okay, so again then there would be mithai. So usually mithai in the Indian households are made from either rava, which is a wheat product, or from the besan, which is a pulse product, or the mawa, which is a milk product. All the combination of threes or various combination of permutations of it. There might be a coconut, desiccated coconut as well in the mithais or the sweets. So if you see all these ingredients, they are really healthy. Besan, pulse, which is very high in protein, rava, which is again the carb source coming from wheat. It is usually mixed either with besan or with desiccated coconut. Agar besan ke sath you are mixing it, then it's a very high in protein content. If you are mixing it with the coconut, it is along with the protein, it is very high in good fat content. So that's another thing with the sweets. The mawa is also there. The problem is that is the sugar and the fat content. So again, the portion control there also comes in very much into the play, that you have to not go beyond a particular number of sweets if you are eating them at one go. Okay, so that's the another tip. So now we would come and discuss about the healthier things which we can make out of these snacks. So like many people, they make shakarpare from the whole wheat flour instead of using maida or all purpose flour, or they use gur into it instead of using sugar. Jaggery, they use jaggery instead of sugar while making shakarpare. Okay, similarly for mithais, many people go for dates or palm sugar or gur or jaggery again as a sweetening component instead of going for sugar, like white sugar. Also they go for more nuts or nut based sweets, which also increases the protein content of the sweets and gives a very nutty flavor, gives a very healthy fat kind of a twist to the whole mithai. They minus the mawa, which is really high in fat content, and they also mix either the dates or the jaggery, so that way they also cut off the sugar from those mithais. So these are some of the alternatives way of making the same mithai. So similarly, there is no karanji or gujia in this platter of mine, but also the same thing could be done with gujia or karanji as well. Like instead of maida, you can make you can use whole wheat flour for the outer covering, and for the inner covering, instead of using sugar, many people go for palm sugar, or many people go for the jaggery powder, stuff like that. So these are some of the healthier way or the twist in the traditional way of preparing savories, where you can alter them to their healthier versions. Now comes the most important part, which I was telling you from the very first video of this series, and that important part is the portion control. Because many of these mithais, when made in their traditional avatar, are high in fat, are high in sugar, and eating them in a large quantity or binge eating, where you are having like 5-6 mithai ka pieces at one go, or 7-8 chaklis at one go, or every day you are having a plate full of fried stuff of these fried savories, is not a very recommended thing. So how to do the portion control while still enjoying all these savories without any guilt? How would you do that? So most important thing, first thing which you have to do is to take out any guilt which is in your head or heart, that these these savories are really bad for my health and I shouldn't be eating them and blah blah. You should be grateful that these savories carry a kind of a traditional value, a traditional legacy, a food wisdom with them. Because as you know, I have told you that all the food food related traditions which are being carried out in India are somewhere very intricately related with the weather and how our body reacts to that weather. Now if you see even the mithais, which is again being prepared during the Diwalis, as I had told you in the previous video, Diwali is also the confluence of departing rainy season and oncoming winter season. So for winter season, when your metabolic rate is usually high because of the weather conditions, you require a lot of energy to really combat that increased metabolic rate, as well as to keep yourself warm, because as you know that your body has to maintain a certain temperature. your body temperature does not decrease or increase with the outer temperature of the environment. So basically these mithais help you to give that kind of a good fat and good energy in form of good or sugar to really meet all these increased requirements in coming season or in coming months. Okay, so only problem is now is that our lifestyle had not remained like the one our forefathers or ancestors used to have. Their lifestyle was physically very intense. It's a very physically intensive kind of lifestyle where they used to work in either in a field or they used to walk a lot, and a lot of stuff and household work they have to do with their own hands, or they have to really use a lot of body movements to do all those things. So all these increased energy requirements and all these kinds of increased fat and increased sweetened sweets or savories are being really consumed, and all the energy has been really utilized when they used to really eat them during that time. But of course now the lifestyle is really changed. Our lifestyle is not that labor intensive, it's not that physically demanding, so we have to really control the portion size. So that is one thing. Second thing, what you can do about first thing, you have to really take out that guilt out of your head and mind that I shouldn't be eating this, but I am eating this. Second, you need to take out that fear that all these traditional savories are going to make you fat or going to make you ill, going to raise your cholesterol or going to raise your sugar. So you need to take out that fear as well. Of course, if you have a sugar, you have you need to really take a proper consultation with your nutritionist or a dietitian, as well as with your diabetologist, like how to go about the snacking and everything according to your doses and physical exercises and your general routine and other diet you are taking the whole day. But otherwise, if you are not diabetic and you are in general be very concerned about your cholesterol levels or your sugar or your weight, you need to take out that fear, because the fear really decreases our gratitude for the food. Also it give rise to cholesterol, it will give rise to cortisol, and it hampers the whole negates basically the whole process of not gaining weight or keeping internal inflammation or cholesterol low, because cortisol actually increases your weight or increases your cholesterol level and everything. So that's the second thing, take out your fear. Third thing, what you can do is to eat something. If you're going for any Diwali party, just eat everything beforehand at your home, some kind of a healthy salad or the fruit plate, and then visit someone's house. So automatically whatever you are going to binge over there is going to be less in quantity. Fourth thing, what you can do is really ask the host, if you are somewhere out like at someone's place, to decrease the fried stuff a little bit, so that having it in a small plate is also gives you a feel that you are eating a lot, because the plate is really filled. So that's a kind of a psychological kind of a tip. And the last and very important tip is that when you are eating something, just enjoy it to the fullest, to the last particle of the food, because whatever the taste, whatever the crunch, whatever the texture, whatever the feel of the food would be in your mouth, it would give you satisfaction. So even if you are eating your favorite mithai like Kaju Katli or Gulab Jamun or anything else, Rasgulla, even one piece would give you a satisfaction of eating like 10 pieces or the whole dabba, if you really have that kind of sweet tooth. The idea is to eat and enjoy it to the last hilt. So that's the most important thing. So whatever savory you are enjoying, whether it is chiwda, chakli, sweet, sev, shakkar or namak mare, gujia or karanji, whatever you are having, just make sure that you are enjoying it, relishing it without fear, without guilt, to the last particle of the food, so that you would get early satisfaction and won't go on binge eating. So that's the most important thing. Hopefully you had enjoyed the whole series. Hopefully you really find the tips very helpful. Anything you feel that you need to ask about, or you would like to know more about, you can really comment on it. And if you like my videos, please click the like button, please subscribe to my channel, give me a push, give me a motivation, so that I could really improve and get more evolved, and would come up with more food trivia for you and share more and more knowledge, and we can spread this knowledge to the whole Indian subcontinent, so that people would really feel proud in our ancestral food wisdom. So on that note, I would like to conclude my this series as well, and my this video as well. See you in the next video. Till then, keep smiling, be happy, eat positively, and keep liking. Thank you so much. Good night.